Well, that was a game.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's been said. We're doing it live. We're gonna do it live. Let's do it live.
We're doing it live.
Yep.
We've I I'm gonna just go on record and say it. That's probably the worst loss of the Bulls season.
Cap, but okay.
Which one would you put above it?
You want me to go back in the archives? Hold on one second. I got you.
We got some bad ones.
I would say the one where Zach scores 50 and we still take an L was worse. He had 39 at the half.
Okay.
We were leading, and then we still lost. We lose. He comes in. We're losing. He comes in 6 minutes left trying to play hero ball. I thought that was worse. At least this one I can make a fighting argument.
Nah, I can't make a fighting argument.
Yeah.
I just can't because by the way, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Stefan the Don in the building. P Kid out in Indiana. I got nothing for that. I got nothing for that because you gave me nothing. You gave me nothing. I mean, we saw a game where the Bulls at one point were down 20-23. And we can make the like you said earlier, talking about they had to get used. They got to get used to playing with each other. They got to gel. We can say the same thing about the Orlando Magic. They got mad new players in there. Gary Harris, brand new. Wendell Carter, brand new.
Whole new whip.
Whole new team. Whole new team.
Whole new team. Bro.
Whole new starting lineup.
Fresh outside.
You said what?
Right, let me get it. Let me get into it. Hold on one second. Let me straighten up. Let's give them what they want. Hold on.
I mean, you can feel it in the chat. Like this one literally just like.
To you all, fellas.
I mean, Ringo, what'd you see?
Bro, I just saw I just saw a team that wanted them more than the Bulls tonight. I just saw a team that wanted them more than the Bulls. And they play hard. Mm-hmm. They play, like legit. I feel like that's all it came down to. Like you had and literally I'm not saying that anybody on their team is a scrub, but outside of two people, we didn't know who the rest of the roster was, and they were playing like they had 10 days.
Yeah.
Like, this is your last shot in the league.
Yeah.
And they got outplayed.
In brighter news, Carlos Rodon is throwing a no-hitter. Actually, a perfect game there, Tanner.
Just so you know. Red games, you real sad if you're going to go actually pay for it.
You said what?
He said, I'm about to go. He said, I'm so sad I'm about to go buy an OnlyFans account. Yeah, you real sad doing that, dog. I can't even give you no props on that one, dog.
It's just another. It's another night of. I mean, this one was just embarrassing. Like, there's not much to say about it, and for some reason, my eye is all of a sudden.
Right, can I have 2 minutes?
Go ahead.
I got you. Fix your eye real quick. 2 minutes. All right, listen. It's not about making excuses. Check this out. 2011, the Heat get together. They have 3 of the highest rated offensive players on the same team, then defensive, right? Mm-hmm. They go 12 of 8 their first 20 games. They had two times where they lost back to back, and then they lost 3 in a row within that 20 games, right? Guess what the talk was when they got together? Did this work out? Why'd they make that move? See, they all can't play at the same time, stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Now we are 3 for 7 right now. I'm not going to sit there and lie, but guess what? 3 for 8. Guess what? 2 of those games, I think 2 or 3 of those games, we didn't even have Vooch and Tice actually available to play. LaVine gets hurt 1, so we take 2 games off of that, right? He gets hurt in 1.
First game back. Vooch played in the first game. Zach didn't play.
Vooch didn't play in the first game. He wasn't available to play the first game. They didn't make him available. I already looked it up, dog.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
like they all weren't playing at the same time, right? We don't have too many games. We have less than 10 games of them all playing together.
Right.
Chill.
Hey, listen, I agree with you. I agree with you that we're a little over the top on it. Muzz is talking about this is a bad trade. We shouldn't have done this. I can't believe that we're here. This is terrible. Blah blah blah. I get that, but you're doing it against the team that is going through the same thing and doesn't have the same talent. You don't get an excuse on that one. This team came out tonight, and it's another thing that we've seen. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think the fact that a lot of players are losing their spots, the guys that just got there, probably not rubbing people the right way. Probably losing a little bit of heart. Denzel Valentine, he hasn't been good since the album dropped. Kobe White continuing to struggle.
What is Kobe White still doing with a Bulls jersey? My man needs to be in a warm-up or the Benny the Bull suit. What is he doing?
Not the Benny suit.
What the heck is going on, bro?
But there's no heart. There's no heart. I don't think the trade is bad. I don't think that any trade that they made is bad. And if you're one of those fans, by the way, if you're in here, like the video, man. Like the video. I don't think any trade they made is bad.
How could it be?
I think that there's people losing their jobs right now, and when they get on the court, because you still got to play some of these guys because you got to rest the players that are actually showing some heart. They have nothing in the tank. They're not giving you anything. They're not giving you any sort of production. They're not giving you any sort of energy. Larry Markin is just out there for the cardio. Kobe White's out there. He looked like he the best man at the Y. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's say it again. And I said it before. This is before the trade. Cole Anthony, the rookie, looked more poised than Kobe White.
Yeah. And he did again tonight.
The second or third game of this happened.
And he did again tonight.
Is his name Cole Anthony or is it hot sauce?
Hey, yo, he was saucing them up. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was. Hey, look, it wasn't just Kobe though. Zach was going a few different directions too.
I know. Yeah.
So let's put this into perspective because we talk about the trade as if the people from the trade played bad. Let me give you the stats real quick. Vooch had 29-11.
Yep.
Zach had 37-5. Mind you, most of his points came literally in the fourth quarter.
And most of them in the fourth.
Right? So let's go with the next guy in the trade. The third highest scorer is Daniel Tice, 16-6-1 on 27 minutes.
What we got
the key people we got in the trade ball.
What we got from a Troy Brown?
Troy Brown, I got you, no worries. 14 minutes, 3 points, 3 rebounds. But he was everywhere.
How many steals?
Let me get the full box score 1 second.
Oh, okay.
That's on me. I got you.
Oh, good. Because I think if you want to see Troy Brown's value, look at those last few possessions when everybody else was quitting. Troy Brown guarded 3 people in one possession.
Hustling.
Troy Brown guarded 3 people in one possession. And I'm not one of those fans that I'm gonna sit here and be like, yo, we know the perfect game is happening. We got it on over here. Don't you worry. We watching it.
We got to be consistent. We start calling the Bulls.
We said we coming in here for the live. The live might not be as popping because people is watching the perfect game. I understand it, but we gotta get this busted for the post game show.
But we definitely can talk about it from here. Hey, what's going on? I want to know. I want to know. I don't know about everybody else.
But to me, you look at these guys and you're seeing guys. Like I said, you've got 2 different transitions happening. You've got your starters trying to get used to playing with each other. And then you've got bench players and rotation pieces realizing, I don't have a job anymore. And he does.
I'm going to tell you the truth. No steals for Troy Brown.
I thought he had a couple steals.
Yo, but the deflections and everything else.
Yeah.
He didn't get credit for the steals.
That's what I'm counting.
Ah.
I'm just looking at it like look at the man next to you that's getting ticked.
Yeah. You gotta look
tell me what he is doing that you're not doing.
Yeah.
But because
this is the thing. I don't care. I don't care if you've got I don't care if you don't have fight. I do care if you don't have fight versus your opponent, but it starts before that. You don't have fight for your own job. Kobe White is doing nothing to say I should have the starting role back. Kobe White's not even doing nothing to say I should be the first man off the bench. Kobe White's not even doing nothing to say I should come off the bench.
Now, I will say this, just to be critical of our acquisitions. We didn't rebound well at all offensively. We got killed.
Paul was killing Vooch on the boards.
Yeah. So Vooch ended up with 11 rebounds, right? 10 of them defensive. 1 offensive rebound. We had our second chance points was stupid low, right? They they really won the game off second chance points. Second chance points and a couple more trips to the free throw line because everything else is pretty deadlocked. We both shot about 45% from the field from 3, and they shot 49% from the field overall. We shot 47% from the field overall. Everything else is pretty deadlocked except for those 2 categories,
points
which
in
is
the paint?
offensive rebounding and steals.
Yeah. Well, Vooch got a lot of his points from shooting tonight too, so we probably lost the points in the paint. Because
I was gonna say because the last time I checked, it was like 38-20 or something.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to look at it, and you got to look at this team and be like, okay, we're seeing the guys we're gonna have, and that's why I said look at the very end. Look at the very end of that game. Who'd you have out there? Tice, Troy Brown Jr. I'm not sure why Thad wasn't out there. I don't know if Thad was dealing with something. Thad really hasn't played a ton these last couple games. Thad's been a little gimpy these last couple games, I think. So, but it's Carlos Rodon heading out to the mound to try and complete his perfect game.
Nice segue in there.
But to me, the biggest thing that I see with this Bulls team is the change is happening, and there's pieces that we're seeing that Billy Donovan's going to look at and say, yo, they're not going to be here. I don't need Larry Markkinen. I don't need, but and other teams might see value. Listen, no matter what you say about Lowry still has value.
No,
if anybody got value, Lowry still got value because AD said it best. You got to take into account some coach thinking I can fix that.
Hey, like the dude off what's that movie? Hoes?
Off of Holes? What do you say?
Nah, the black dude that was trying to date the teacher. I can fix that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Gee, Holes was my movie. I don't remember that.
Hey,
all I remember.
Y'all don't remember that?
Dog, I remember
know
Holes.
I'm not bugging.
Hey, look, I know Holes. Shout out.
Hey, Baki, I think that's a good assessment right there, my boy.
Of what?
Accountability. See, the one thing I like about Billy, and that doesn't really translate well to a lot of people in the younger generation. I hate to sound like that old guy, but it's true. And it even goes to what Draymond was kind of saying. They don't take criticism well. Some people, they don't respond to criticism well. And Billy D has called people out.
And he gonna be honest with you.
He's called people out, and he's not giving them that leeway. And some people don't respond to that because they weren't raised to handle things like that. Coaching has changed in basketball, growing up, period. Like I remember growing up, like coaches used to have the free range to even to really get into you. You can't even do that now, right? And so that tough love thing don't even work. It's funny.
They be getting no time, Izzo. Then, like if you soft, you can't play at Michigan State.
Nah, you know why? Because Izzo. But look at every one of those players. Look at every one of those players whenever something happens. They come to his defense. They hey, look, this is what you get with Izzo. If you can't deal with that, don't go to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Or Michigan State.
What you gonna say?
You know what I'm saying? Like that the coaching is definitely different, and I think that it's going to be a little bit different for.
Jay saying,
We
I
got him.
remember
Oh,
getting
we beat him.
screamed at
We
in some
beat
of
him.
these.
Oh, Abreu. Oh, we almost lost a perfect game, but Abreu beat him. Bull Central. What happened? What I missed? Bull Central. I cool. Bro, quit hating. Quit. What? What are you talking about? All right. I gotta stop looking at these comments there. Oh, he might be safe. That might be the end of the perfect game. That might be the end of the perfect game.
I knew it.
Let me see.
He.
Oh, he's out. He out. We still in there. My fault. We got mad sidetracked on that one, y'all. We got sidetracked. No, but I just think you have to look at this team and you have to understand there's people on this team that absolutely are not going to be on this team. There's people on this team who absolutely are not putting forth the effort to show what's coming next. Should I be here next? Is Kobe White a part of that? Possibly. Kobe White's one of those players that I said, look, he definitely ain't a point guard. He 110% ain't a point guard. But Kobe White is 19. Can I see somebody have a terrible second season and bounce back? We've seen that in the NBA. He's out. We've seen that in the NBA. We've seen somebody have one of the worst second seasons and bounce back. That happens.
There's a whole lot of stuff that we just gotta just chill. Period. Like, is Pat Will going to be who we think he is, bro? If we called him the Claw, we saw the development that happened there. You know, Kawhi Leonard averaged 7 points a game his first season, right? He had to work into a system. Give the man time to develop. I think he's going to have a bright future. You know, we're in the middle of a COVID season with no practices and with very little practices. And we're talking about a team going on a 7-game losing streak, realistically, and there's no continuity there. Yo, let them gel, because obviously the individual talent is there, and they've never, like, I haven't seen Zach with this level of center that he can work with.
My bad,
where he was a man, right? And I would say that Vooch has not had that type. No, I would say Vooch has not had this type of player to work with either. I think it's his first time dealing with like an alpha of Zach's caliber. Yeah, I would say that.
What?
Am I missing somebody?
What about Cat? Because Zach had Cat.
Cat. Listen, the fact that you brought up Cat, I might as well have Wendell Carter. I have.
Okay, yeah, but that was still, because I'm saying that was still 25 and 15.
You would take Cat over Vooch right now?
No, I'm not saying that, but you.
I'm asking.
No, but I'm only saying that because you say he's never played with that caliber of big.
Vooch right now.
Oh, you saying Zach?
Yeah, because he said he's never played with that caliber of big.
With Zach being the Zach he is today, he's never had that.
I will agree. Zach wasn't the player he is now. When
he
Cat
was a baby, bro.
Zach
He was a baby, bro.
Yeah,
Zach is honestly regressing in my opinion. But I know he's had a lot going on, so I'm not judging the man. You know, and I hope he does bounce back and get a lot better and get back to playing high level basketball. But you know, he's regressed in so many ways.
Oh, did he hit him? He hit him.
So it's a no-hitter, right?
It's a no-hitter, but it's not a perfect game.
Bro.
He hit him.
Well, at least it's a perfect game.
Wow.
No, I said Cat was regressing, not Zach. What are you talking about, YBS? Chill. You think Larry is gone? I don't think Larry's gone. I don't think he's gone. He's not a starter though.
I think you think Larry. What are we talking about going though? Off the team?
Yeah, that's what I assume.
I think Larry's off the team. I think Larry's done. I think Larry's done with the Bulls. I think the Bulls are done with Larry. I think that Billy's got to play people because people are out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have a certain rotation. You can't kill your starters. But I think Larry's gone. I think Larry's trade bait.
Larry looks like he wants to be gone.
Larry look like he want to be gone. He played like he want to be gone. But I'll tell you what, he's not playing like he's auditioning for his next team.
Yeah, for you, that's the thing that don't sit right for me. For you to pop up on me and be like, well, I don't think I need to.
I think I'm a star in this league.
I don't. What you supposed to say that, but you ain't playing like it.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
Like if you ain't playing like it, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? But like P. Kidd was saying, that go back to Draymond point. Like you're not built like that.
Yeah.
Like you're not built like that.
It's a lot. It's just a lot of things that I personally I look at. Like I don't blame Sato now because Sato is finally getting some opportunity to show what he can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would say, hey,
I'm
let's
be real with you though.
Let's play Sato to the end of the season and see what happens. See if they jail.
But this is Sato. This is Sato.
I think Sato can give me 10 and 10.
I think Sato can give you 10 and 10, but I also think Sato can give you 2 and 5. You know what I'm saying? Sato is a nice PG. I don't think Sato's the starting PG for your team for the next however long. You know what I'm saying? Like Sato is a nice PG. You know where Sato would look really nice? If I had a starting PG that I could count on 110% coming off of the bench.
What type of PG are you looking for?
Lonzo Ball.
Nah, you know what? As much as I was in on Lonzo, I don't think Lonzo fixes a lot of what we're having issues with. I think Lonzo's a nice player. I would like to still get Lonzo at a PG, but I don't think Lonzo fixes all of the issues that we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bulls' issues are staying engaged. The Bulls' issues are continuing to compete. Lonzo don't fix that.
Yeah,
since the trade deadline, we've seen players essentially take their heart out of it. And to me, does Lonzo Ball with fix what we have this season? No. Now next season, different team, different faces. If he's able to get in there, have a training camp, and learn the system, yeah, Lonzo Ball could be effective. But does he fix all the things we're seeing this season? You also have
give me a name. Give me a name. Give me a name. Give me a type of point guard. That's what I want. A type because we can play. We do this all the time. And I know we hate doing it. We talk about it all the time. I know, but just give me a name because we all agree that we need a PG.
You know who I really would be interested in? I want to see Dennis Schroeder not on the Lakers because I think LeBron James takes away what he does.
I keep telling people you can't have a true point guard and have LeBron James on the team.
Hey, look, and real talk. I mean, some of y'all throwing names out there that's just not coming. I don't want Mike Conley contract attached coming to Chicago. But
he's old.
No, that mother making stupid money.
He said Nash. Type of player. Yeah,
if we really want to talk about it, yeah, D-Rose. Starting point guard, absolutely. Because he doesn't have to be the focal point. Oh, I thought he took that yard. He doesn't have to be the focal point.
I like the Mike Conley thing. I just don't like the contract.
I would love a Mike Conley. Like you said, I don't like the contract.
I'm big on Mike Conley.
But to me, I'm not saying D Rose is coming back. I'm not saying they should go get D Rose, but that kind of point guard that D Rose is right now. D Rose is a point guard that can still put up 15 to 20. Every now and then he gives you a vintage game. But there's the no-hitter. He got it. Carlos Rodon got his no-hitter. Didn't get the perfect game, but got the no-hitter. Hey. Clap it up for him. Everybody in the chat, shout out to Rodon. Hey. Yeah, I got to rewatch the game.
That's still a no-hitter, bro. That's what's up.
Kyle Jefferson, yeah. I'm assuming these are D Rose numbers here. 16 points a game, 5 assists a game.
No. D Rose don't even average that now.
What's his numbers? I don't know who that is.
D Rose averages 12 and 3.
12-3 coming off of the bench with how many minutes he playing?
25.
Oof. Okay.
No, D Rose is not is not. And hey, listen, I want D Rose back in the Chicago jersey. I want him to retire a Bull. I really do. I think
He might need to be the backup then. I thought he was at like 15-5. I thought he was at 15-5.
No, he's not.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking
we're at the first round.
I gotta see this. That's the other thing too, because we're talking about his season numbers. I gotta see what he's been doing.
Dennis Schroeder is on a decline only because he's playing with LeBron James.
Yeah.
I keep telling people, I don't care what you say. It's a gift and a curse when you have LeBron James on your team. Because depending on your position, you are no longer effective.
Yeah.
You a good point guard? You were a good point guard.
That's like what I said. That's like what I said.
I'm the point forward now. You were a good power forward. That's my spot. I need you to go ahead and shoot threes. Like the LeBron makes you change your entire game to be in that system.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to take back what I said on Rose. I thought Rose was playing a little bit better with the Knicks. But here's the and he is playing well. I mean, 17 points, 16, 19. But here's the problem I got with it. 8 assists, 6 assists, 11. Great start. 5, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, why would I want Lonzo? And why I think that's just because we are already in conversations. Our name is already in that hat. The games he has played lately, near double digit assists, definitely can defend. We don't really question if he can defend. We don't question it. We know he can. And we know he's going to get everyone involved. I don't need someone coming here to try to prove a point. I need somebody to come in and rotate the pill. Lonzo is going to do that. And we don't have too many point guards in today's game that do that well. We got some point guards that score, and off of their scoring ability, they get other people open with driving kicks and stuff like that. We got a lot of those. We don't have a lot of traditional point guards. That's the only person I see. Him, Rondo is with the Clippers. You're not leaving a contender at this point if they want him, and they got chemistry there. They working out.
I think he said he's only trying to play one more year anyway.
Hey, listen, I tell you who I would say though, they trade anyway. Give me RJ Hampton.
Well, I don't think they traded him. That's the young dude they just got. I don't think they trading him. Go out.
Just got him.
Let's see what the chat talking about. We got Murray. Here goes some from the chat. Murray from the Spurs. No. He ain't leaving. Rajon Rondo back in Chicago. We talked about that. Scary Terry ain't leaving. DeMar DeRozan ain't a point guard. We got an Elfrid Payton.
DeJounte Murray won't rotate the pill, but he can't play defense. So
I think the Bulls defense is at a point where it's okay. It's getting to a I can't say it's okay. We're getting beat by 30, but where I think when we get into next season and maybe even when this team kind of gels together and Billy figures out how to tie down his rotations, I think that this team's defense will be a lot better. Because it'll be more consistent. Now, I did see one comment in here. I don't know who threw it up, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it here, but let me ask y'all this. Based on what we've seen post-trade, how do you think Billy Donovan has handled it? Because Billy got a hold of a little bit of it because I've seen some rotations that have been ugh. And to me, it's like I wouldn't keep putting that person out there because I know that. Oh Jesus, we should have kept Chris Dunn. Here we go. Listen,
you do realize
if we really want Chris Dunn back, we can go get him. I don't believe he's on a team.
No, he's on the Hawks. He just ain't played all year.
If I'm being fair, I need to know how much is this on Billy. Or how much is Billy and AK trying to really just evaluate who they have? Because we got to understand, when your GM and coach are on the same page as to where they're going with their organization,
Yeah.
You have to put the players on the floor to see what they can do. And so that's what I get when I see some of these people on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor, in my opinion, that he's still evaluating those players. And you can only evaluate those players when you don't have any practices really to do so in real game time and situations. And so that's what I see. I could be totally off I could be a little biased because I actually like what Billy's done with the team and I like the vibe he gives us.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. How else do you evaluate a player if you don't have a whole lot of time to see them behind the scenes? You have to put them on the floor. And so,
I agree
them
with you.
saying, like
And I
Baka
think
said, this being an evaluation year doesn't, it doesn't that doesn't surprise me because you can't see them any other time because of the whole situation that they're in, especially on the road.
yeah. And I agree. I agree because when you're looking at this team, when you're looking at the talent level of this team, you got to figure out what that is. You just do. And to us, we can see and listen, understand what kind of coach we have. Understand what kind of coach we have. Billy Donovan made the changes. Post All-Star game, there was no they swapped out the lineups. Kobe White goes to the bench. Wendell Carter goes to the bench. Billy's willing to make the changes. Don't think Billy doesn't see the same things we're seeing.
You know what's interesting?
He just didn't have no game tonight.
You know what's interesting?
I saw him chewing One Piece.
Tyson, Laurie are in the same draft class.
Yeah.
Right. So here's what's interesting for me. What I saw on the floor, Tice was demanded and even holding Sato accountable for not getting him the ball quickly.
Yeah.
When you have players like that on your team, that brings a different mentality to it. That fits what Billy's trying to build. Guess what? I guarantee you he's going to eventually have a starting role. Because he's a starter. He's a starter, right?
I can see that.
Laurie don't do that. I have yet to see Laurie get that aggressive. I'm open, get me the ball. Like I have yet to see, and we've called enough of these games, right? I have yet to see Laurie do that. So now that's that whole accountability thing. But guess what? He also
even
comes
in
from
his
a
big
coach.
scoring games, he really don't do that. They force feed it to him.
Yeah.
And by the way, we got 99 people in here. Can we get these lights up? We got 25 lights, 99 people, 25 lights.
Hey, if it's 98 people, 95 people in there, I hope I'm saying something good. But anyway, like seriously. So like you can see why those minutes are being spread out to see what he can do. But he also comes from a winning culture. He comes from Boston. He's used to being on a team where they were held accountable. They had high expectations. He said they're not in the same draft class. They got drafted the same year. How's he not?
Tice was on Boston where they went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Tice got drafted in 2017, 2018, and so did Laurie Markkanen. So, I mean, hey, whatever. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But they a year or two apart. About that. I don't see how they not. But anyway, what do you go undrafted?
Hey, look! Now he got me looking.
They both played 3 years. What do you go undrafted?
I don't know, but
yeah, whatever.
Just because he said Tyson,
because he's older doesn't mean anything. It's when did he get into the league?
Yeah, he could have played overseas.
He did play overseas. I know that.
Anyway, I think so. If you had to grade Billy at this point, what you giving him?
What's the scale?
A to F. A to F after dealing with the trade. After the trade.
I actually, you know what? B plus. I would say B plus because what the Bulls got in return has definitely showed up. Yeah. It's just and it's like PK has said, like they're at the beginning of the season they said that Billy and AK was going to be on the same page. they look to be on the same page, and you really just throwing them out there to see what they got, but it's just getting to a point like
no, kid. Tice was drafted.
Hey, do me a favor, Pat, real quick. This Yes Baby person, go ahead and kick him out for me. I don't know who this person is, but they tweaking.
I know we don't do that spamming up in here. Hold up.
Yeah, dog. That's weird. Anyway, I'll give him a B, just like everybody else did. B, just because, and I think he's really just put in a bad situation. I won't even call it bad. He came in knowing that he had a young team, that they were going to make some moves, and he needed to develop, and this is what it looks like.
Yeah, honestly, I think you're gonna see a completely different roster. I mean, with the way it's going, like honestly, I feel like it's gonna be so many changes. I don't even feel like P. Will starts next year. And that's not saying that that's not me saying he's a bad player, but I feel like AK is gonna make moves to where he gonna be able to, instead of the Bulls just getting somebody and be like, "Hey, you finna start day one because we just finna throw you out there." Like, hey, I'm trying to get some pieces to let you see what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And then we can go from there. If you improve, then I'll put you back in the starting line.
And I just tell Muzz, I see people are so what happened in the last people are so what happened in the last 10 games. They're so what happened in the last 10 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, we won 3. Oh my goodness, we lost 3. Oh my goodness, we won. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand. Remember where we came from. Remember Jim Boylan.
Yo,
remember playing, being the only team in the NBA playing man-to-man defense that didn't switch. Like it was 1993.
Bro. Stacey King just dropped this on the broadcast. Say you got to compete, man. You can't let guys come here and smack you in the mouth. This is Chicago. You got to have pride. That's a Stacey King quote right there. I like that. Yeah. Hey, listen, man.
And that's facts, though. That's facts, though. There was no heart. The players that showed heart, guess what? They was out there at the end of the game.
Definitely.
They were out there at the end of the game. That's the difference. When you got heart, those players are going to be out there. Those players are going to be out there. But, man, Bulls playing again. When they play again? Friday? I believe we have I think we got the Memphis Grizzlies again Friday.
They play the Grizzlies again.
A team that definitely smacked us in the mouth already. We'll let y'all know if we're going to be live for that one or not. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. It's 86 people in here. I don't know how many likes. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. If y'all new to the channel, man, like the video, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. Don't want you to miss a thing. Make sure y'all hit that bell. Stefan the Don, P Kid, Petty Casanova, your boy Pat the Designer. Bulls lose a tough one, a terrible one. In my opinion, their worst loss of the season. And we're going to get up out of here. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago.